One day, a large truck arrived. Inside there were many sheep, 1,700 sheep in fact. They were brought to a big solar farm, a place filled with glass and metal. This was a new kind of experiment. The solar farm was very large. Rows and rows of dark panels stretched far. They faced the sky to catch the sun. But under these panels, grass grows tall. Tall grass can cause problems. It can block the sunlight from lower parts. It can also be a fire risk in dry weather. So the grass needed to be cut. This was the problem the sheep came to solve. Using sheep was an unusual thought. Most solar farms use big machines. Lawnmowers cut the grass very loudly. Sometimes chemicals are used instead. These ways can harm the land. The idea of sheep was different. It was a more natural way. The arrival of 1,700 sheep was quite a sight. They stepped off the truck, looking around. They began to eat the grass. The idea of solar grazing did not appear overnight. People who run solar farms had a problem. Grass and weeds grow fast in sunny places. These plants can grow very tall. If they grow too tall, they make shade. This shade falls on the solar panels. Panels need full sun to make electricity, so tall grass means less power. This was a serious issue for energy production. Keeping the grass short was very important. For many years, farms used machines. Big mowers would cut the grass. These mowers are often powered by gasoline. They make a lot of noise. They also release fumes into the air. This adds to pollution, which is not good. Another way was to use herbicides. These are chemicals that kill plants. But chemicals can seep into the soil. They can also harm insects and small animals. People wanted a better, cleaner method. Then someone thought about animals. Animals like sheep and goats eat grass. This is their natural food. Once the sheep settled into their new job, people watched them. Farmers and scientists observed their behavior. They noticed something quite unexpected. The sheep seemed very calm and content. They were not stressed like sheep in some other places. In open fields, sheep can get hot. The sun can be very strong. But here, among the solar panels, it was different. The sheep seemed happier than usual. The sheep were also more productive. This was a very welcome discovery. Ewes, the mother sheep, produced more milk. They also gave birth to more healthy lambs. The lambs grew strong and quickly. The wool from these sheep was also better. It was thicker and of higher quality. This meant more income for the farmers. The sheep were not just cutting grass. They were thriving in this new environment. The animals showed fewer signs of heat stress. The panels provided them with shade, cooler places to rest during the heat. So, they spent less energy trying to stay cool. They could eat and rest comfortably. This good environment helped their health. Section 4. The Science of Shade: Why Sheep Thrive. Scientists began to study why the sheep were doing so well. The answer was quite simple: shade. Solar panels are built to catch sunlight, but they also cast shadows underneath. These shadows create cooler areas on the ground. For animals like sheep, this is very important, especially during hot summer months. Sheep have thick wool coats and they can overheat easily in direct sun. Shade helps them regulate their body temperature. Heat stress is a big problem for farm animals. When an animal is too hot, its body works hard to cool down. This uses up a lot of energy. Energy that could be used for growing, or for producing milk or wool, or for staying healthy and fighting disease. Stressed animals are also less fertile. So, reducing heat stress is very beneficial. The solar panels provided natural relief. Section 5. Good for wallets, good for earth. The benefits of solar grazing are not just for the sheep. Farmers and solar companies also gain a lot. For farmers, it is a new way to make money. They can be paid to let their sheep graze. This is called a grazing service. Or they can raise their sheep on the land. The sheep get good food and shelter, and the farmers get healthier animals. And they save money on feed sometimes. This makes their farms more profitable. For solar companies, the savings are clear. They do not need to buy and run mowers. Mowers use expensive fuel. They also need people to operate them, and they often break down and need repairs. Using sheep costs much less. The sheep do the work naturally. This reduces the operational costs of the solar farm, making renewable energy even more affordable. It is a smart business decision. The environmental advantages are also huge. Fewer mowers mean less burning of fossil fuels. This means fewer harmful emissions. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide are reduced. Section 6. Solar sheep around the world. The idea of using sheep at solar farms is spreading. It is not just happening in one place. Many countries are now trying solar grazing. In the United Kingdom, farmers are using sheep. They find it works well with their climate. The sheep keep the grass tidy, and they benefit from the shade in summer. German solar farms also have sheep. They see it as a good way to use land. Land can produce energy and food together. Australia is another country adopting this. Australia has many large solar farms and a lot of sunshine. Sheep are common there too, so it is a natural fit. The shade is very important for sheep in hot Australia. In the United States, the idea is growing fast. From New York to California, states are trying it. Organizations are forming to help farmers. They share information and best practices. They connect sheep farmers with solar companies. The model is adapted to fit local needs. Different breeds of sheep might be used. Some breeds are better at eating certain plants. Section 7, Woolly Workers, Challenges and Chuckles. Of course, using sheep is not always simple. There can be some challenges to manage. Good fences are very important. Sheep need to be kept safely inside the solar farm and away from busy roads or other dangers. The fences also protect the solar equipment. Predators can also be a problem for sheep, like coyotes or wild dogs. Farmers might need guard animals, such as dogs or llamas, to protect the flock. Sometimes the sheep can be a bit too curious. They might rub against the panel supports or try to chew on wires if they are not protected. So, solar farms need to be sheep-proofed. Wires must be covered or out of reach. Equipment must be strong enough. It takes some planning to make it work. Farmers and solar operators learn as they go. They find new ways to solve problems. Each farm might have unique situations. There have been some funny moments too. Sometimes a sheep might get temporarily lost. It might wander off behind a row of panels, then it bleats until its friends find it. Or a very bold sheep might try to help workers. It might follow them around like a supervisor.